Udah belum? Udah.
Udah.
Udah. Ya, diulang lagi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wabarakatuh.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. So today, topic in language testing from our group is about listening test. So before much further ado, I'm just going to let the first presenter to present the material.
Okay, thank you Raka. Next slide please. Jadi di sini itu harusnya mungkin bahasanya bukan definisi ya, tapi ini penjelasan dari listening test. Jadi listening test is a test that measures students' ability to identify and understand what others are saying in a conversation. Jadi kita itu di sini sudah merangkum sangat rinci dan sangat simpel untuk penjelasan tentang listening test. Jadi di sini listening test itu adalah tes yang untuk mengukur siapa sih? Jadi listening test itu adalah alat untuk mengukur kemampuan siswa untuk mengetahui dan memahami apa yang lain katakan di dalam percakapan. Jadi ini benar-benar basic di listening test. Jadi, nanti teman-teman saya, kawan-kawan kami akan menjelaskan lebih detailnya tentang listening test, yaitu ada tes-tes, contoh-contoh tesnya dan beberapa hal lain. Oke, next Raka.
Okay. Functions of listening tests. First, to help teacher measure students' understanding in language pronunciation. This listening test, of course, help the teacher to measure students' understanding in pronunciation, because automatically, if we want to answer the listening test, we should know how the words are pronounced. And the second is to help students comprehend and respond what the speaker wishes to convey. The listening test also helps students to comprehend what the speaker wishes to convey in the dialogue, the conversation, in the test. As we know, the testing is a tool to measure students' comprehension conducted by the teacher, but in listening test, the test can be a helper so that student understand or trained in listening. And the last is to help students to understand simple message and performing functions based on it. How far the student understand the function of what the speaker convey? As the same as the previous point, but this is deeper. This function could range from following simple instructions or direction to more complex functions, such as understanding the speaker's attitude, distinguishing fact and opinions, responding to directive, and etc. Next.
Okay, the next is the aim in conducting listening tests. So by doing a listening test, there are several goals that must be achieved. The first is to improve students' comprehension in listening. The second is to be proficient in the language, means to be able to listen effectively. And the third is to assess how well a student has mastered what has been taught. The last is to analyze the weakness of students in learning listening. Next.
So next is how to conduct the listening test. How to conduct the listening test. The first one is identify the purpose of the listening test, keep in mind and learner goals. So in here, the listening test should be reflect what students are learning and what they need. So in here, the uh, learning and so in here, the teacher should know what kind of the proper test uh, that appropriate for the students based on their learning process. In giving the test, it means that the listening activity must be suited with the students' level, age, and their needed. The listening activity must be focused in the purpose in building student success in improving listening skills. Second one is decided the format test items. While conducting the listening test, the teacher need to decide it and need to make sure that the test that will be conducted to the students it's proper. It will help the students improving their listening skills and also give the students with various tests tests that helps the students to face many different types of the listening tests. It gives them much experience so that they will be familiar with the various tests, and the teacher have to make sure that the test will improving their ability in listening. Number third is uh, be sure create listening passage to be used in the test. Many commercial programs comes with audio files, authentic materials. You could record radio segment or take advantage of listening materials on the internet. University or professional language often have recorded language examples on their website. So the listening passage here means to represent what you will learn. You need to answer each listening question based on what is stated or implied by the speaker. Number four, be sure that the instructions are clear. It's really important for the teacher while conducting the listening test. Um, the teacher must give the clear instruction for the students, so it will avoid the misunderstanding of the mean and the direction get in the way of assessing listening test. So before the teacher conducting the listening test, the teacher must have to make sure that the everything was clear from the started from the instruction, what kind of the test that will be delivered and stuff like that. And the last is determine scoring criteria. So in order to pass the test, of course, that the teacher has a criteria while conducting the test. For example, like the students have to reach about the criteria scores that teachers want. For example, like 80 or 75 that reach the criteria the to pass the test. Next.
Okay, for the next slide, here we got some types of listening tests. The first one is dictation, second one is open-ended question, third one is multiple choice test, and the fourth one is listening close test. So for C, the first one dictation is in Indonesian student we know as dikte. We listen to the teacher and then the student just gonna write down write down the thing that the teacher say. For the second one is open-ended question. Here is open-ended question mean the question no, for the answer of the question is can be far more wide. Wide here is meaning the answer can be much more, not just like yes or no, but the answer can be if we like talking about how was your day, that means it's an open-ended question because the answer can be wide range like that. And the third one is multiple choice test. Multiple choice test is, yeah, as we know, it's just the regular standard of we listen and then we choose the right choice between A, B, C, and D. And then there's one more is the fourth one is listening close test. Listening close test is about wait kind of forgot. Listening close test is it's like when what is it? I I really forgot. Wait. Listening close test. It's like when you hear a tape and then just guess bottom up process. Perfect. Uh, well, okay, I'm just going to tell you later. And these four types is some of the types of listening tests. And here's the example of listening test that we all know. First, what we got TOEFL and TOEIC, and the second one is interview. Like that. Next.
So now we have several criteria that commonly used in assessing listening tests. The first one is comprehension. This criteria refers to full or complete understanding of what the content message or dialogues or interaction in the listening test. So the students can get the message of the listening test. And the second is lexical resources. This lexical resources is refers to the amount of vocabulary that student used to answer their question in the listening test, like the variety of words or how clear the meaning is. Like they can find appropriate vocabulary in filling the questions. And then the third one is grammatical range and accuracy. This refers to how the student use various grammatical structures accurately and precisely in the listening test. And then the last one is pronunciation. This is actually very important because when you listen to listening passage, you will most likely focus on the utterance of the listening passage. So this criteria should, the students need to be able to hear and understand the utterance of the listening passage so they can understand what is being said in the listening test. That's all. That's the commonly, maybe like general criteria that used in assessing students in listening tests.
Uh, okay. So before we're going on a Q&A session, I just remember about the listening close test. It's a kind of test that when we given out a question like written in passage, like some kind of story, and then in that story there's some blank words, and the student just need to listen from the audio or from the teacher, and then they fill in the blank like that. There's a listening close test. So we're going on a Q&A session.
Wait
Anybody
a
want to ask?
second. Wait a second. Okay, before you're going to go to the Q&A session, now let's try to give a review for your guys' slides. Okay, let's go back to the first slide, please.
Okay. Here's the first slide.
Okay, this one, your guys' topic here is about listening tasks, yeah? So, because it is about listening tasks, while explaining about this topic, we hope that all of your friends here will comprehend about what is it, listening task, and then how to create a listening task, and then the example of listening task, and then also the difficulties in listening tasks, yeah, and then why here listening tasks it is more difficult than any other skill in mastering English language. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to the next one, please. Next slide. Okay. This one, definition of listening task. Mr. Student will determine what are saying in a conversation. Okay. Can you give your original kind of comprehension for the first slide here? This one belong to?
Saya, sir.
Okay. What a nice hair that you got over there, Ryan. Okay, come on. What is it?
Oh my god.
Apa tuh? Original dari saya sendiri.
Yeah, come on.
Ya, listening test itu saya maaf ya saya pakai bahasa. Listening test itu sebenarnya bisa juga untuk mengasah pendengaran mahasiswanya dengan melalui tes-tes yang bisa dipilih dan dijadikan kriteria untuk listening test tersebut. Seperti halnya kayak matkulnya Miss Lydia itu kan listening. Nah itu juga masuk pada listening test kita dengan mengadakan ya kita mendengarkan conversation, percakapan dan menjawab soal dari audio yang diberikan oleh Miss Lydia itu. Itu menurut saya original dalam bahasa.
Okay. Thank you, Ryan. So that's
sama-sama,
not answering
emang kalau
the
misalkan
real...
emang belum ya sorry.
Yeah, wait a second. Let me complete my sentence first, Ryan. Okay, so since it is about listening test, well, putting the definition here, guys, you put maybe it is about hearing process. Yeah, we have to put also an audio on it. Yeah, so it is not only a real time of conversation, or it is not only a real time of dialogue. Yeah, so you have to put extra about this definition of listening task. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Next one, please. Next slide.
You're welcome, sir. Anytime.
Okay, next slide, please. Function, wait a second, which one? The function or the aim? So which one is the next slide?
The function.
Function first.
Okay, function first. Who's the one that giving explanation for this slide?
Bella.
Bella. Okay, number one. Can you make it short? What is it? The main function of listening test. Number one. Come on, what is it?
To help teacher evaluate students' comprehension.
No, it's
English
still too
pronunciation.
long. Yeah, make it short. What is it? Function of listening test. Number one is
To evaluate students' comprehension.
evaluating student comprehension. Really? That wasn't matched with number one. That should be matched with number three, I guess. Number one, what is it? Come on.
To measure students' comprehension. Make it short.
To measure.
Okay, try it again. What is it? Bella, come on.
What, sir?
Try
Type 2.
it again. Try it again. Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
Try it again.
Make it short. Number one, to measure students' comprehension. Comprehension, just it. Sir.
No, it's not what I asked. Try it again. One more chance. Come on, one more time. What is it?
To help a teacher measure students pronunciation by the listening test.
Thank you, Bella. So the first here function of listening test, it should be as simple as measuring student understanding. That should be enough. Yeah? You don't have to make it long like this one. Second one, what is it?
Second one is help a student help student know the speaker wishes to convey.
Okay, so second one here, getting a clear information. That should be enough. Yeah. Number three, the third one, what is it?
I think number 2 and number 3 is the same, sir.
Yeah, what is it the same? Try to make it short. Come on.
To help students understanding for the message.
No, it is too long. No. Come on, try it again. Make it short, please. I hate a long kind of explanation and then it's useless. Come on. What is it?
How far the student understanding.
No, one more time, please. Try.
The students' understanding of the function.
You told me it is the same, so you can just put the same with point number 2. Come on. Understanding clear information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understanding clear information. Okay, thank you,
next
sir.
slide, please. Next slide, please.
Okay, the aim in conducting listening test. This one, who's the one that in charge for this slide? Who's the one that in charge for this slide? Oh my God, would you please try to
Ines,
respond?
sir, Ines.
Okay,
sir.
Ines.
sir.
Okay, to improve student comprehension in listening, to be proficient in it. Okay, Ines, I want you to make it short. All of the aim here into one sentence, please. One sentence. Come on.
The first is improve student comprehension.
Make it one sentence that summarizing all the 4 aims here. Come on. One sentence consists of all of it. Come on.
It is the aim is to find out and measure student comprehension and the ability in listening.
Okay, thank you. That's enough. Next, please. Next slide. How to conduct the listening test. Listening, keep in mind learning goals, decide the format test. And then this one was the one that in charge for this slide?
Me, sir.
Alif.
Alif, sir.
Alif.
Yeah.
Okay, how to conduct the listening test. Identify the purpose of listening test, decide the format test item to be used in the test. Okay, make it short. Come on. Conducting consists of blah, 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 blah. Come on.
So while the teacher conducting the listening test, the teacher should know about what kind of test that proper or appropriate for the students based on their learning and to improving their listening.
Okay, thank you, Alip. So how to conduct the listening test, starting with the first, what is it that you are going to test? Yeah, so what topic is it? What kind of comprehension? And then how that you are going to deliver the test to the student, okay? Next slide, please. Next slide. Types of listening test, dictation, okay. This is the type of PowerPoint slide that I like. Yeah? Consists only 4 short kind of point here. The first is dictation, open-ended, multiple choice, and then listening closed task. So the main distinction between each of the type in listening test here, can you explain it? This one, who's in charge for this slide?
It's me.
Okay, come on. The main difference from each type of this listening task, please.
The main difference is the answer. The main difference is the answer between each of the tests, because the listening itself, we hear from the teacher speak, and then for each of the answer, it's different between each test. Like dictation, you rewrite. Open-ended question, the answer from the student is like, well, based on the question, is it about his day, or you write a paragraph about something. Multiple choice is between A, B, C, or D. Listening closed test is about filling in the blank of the written passage, like that. It's the answer.
Okay, thank you, Raka. So the main difference between each of the type here, yeah, it is simply providing and then without providing the answer. Yeah.
Yes.
That will be the main distinction. Yeah. So dictation here, you guys provided the answer or no?
Provided the answer.
Yeah, I mean, the listening test here consists of the answer that provided by the teacher or no?
Yes.
Okay. What about the
For
second
dictation.
one? Yeah, open-ended question for
For
this
open-ended
one.
question, it's not provided by the teacher because the teacher is the one that asks about.
Okay, and then next one, multiple choice task.
Provided by the teacher.
Okay, listening close task.
Also, because we listen about the written passage. So the answer is there. So you need to listen carefully about it from the audio tape or the teacher.
Okay, thank you. Next one, please. Next slide.
Next one is still the types of listening. Is the example.
Okay, the example, that's
This
okay.
is the
Skip
next
this one. Okay, listening test assessment. Nah, this one is interesting. I got several kind of terms over there. Lexical resources, and then grammatical range and accuracy. This one, who's the one that in charge for this slide?
Rina, sir.
Okay, how are you, Rina? This is Rina.
I'm good.
Okay. While assessing the student listening skill, you need the criteria on it. And then here you put lexical resources. Why did you put this lexical resources as the assessment criteria, Nisrina?
Oh, so lexical is talking about words and verb. So when you when you answer the listening task, you also need, dictionaries. I mean, you need more like variety of words to answer the listening test. That's why.
Okay. The basic question. What is it lexical, my dear Nisrina? Lexical, what is it?
Lexical is like, related of words, verbs, dictionaries, like that.
Really?
Yes.
Lexical, come on, lexical resources. Lexicals refer to, what is it, the meaning in dictionaries or the meaning based on speaker perception, listener perception? What is it? Lexical, here did you mention? What do you mean?
The words. The words. Verb. That's what I found, sir.
Yeah, why did you put lexical here as the criteria of assessing listening tasks? Because
like what I said before, I know lexical is like related to words, like, dictionaries of words. So you need to have a variety of words when you answer the listening task. Like, what kind of words the appropriate you need to, you choose for answering the listening task.
Okay, thank you very much, Nisrina. So when you try to put lexical on it, make sure that you understand about lexical first. Because when you talk about the variety of words, so it's referred to the diction. Yeah? Do you understand? Diction is more proper than using a lexical resources. That's why you have to find out what does it mean by lexical and why it is belong to the assessment criteria for listening test. Thank you very much. Do you mind please share your smile? Okay, thank you, Nisrina. Next slide, please. Next slide.
Next slide is the conclusion.
Okay, next slide, conclusion. Now I want each of you guys here from this group try to conclude it. Yeah. What I mean by making conclusion, make it short and then clear and simple. You don't have to repeat giving the explanation. Yeah. Only a short kind of conclusion about your guys' topic here, listening task. Come on. And then after that one, you may start the Q&A session. Come on.
Ya, conclude masing-masing dari kita.
Dari listening test.
Ya.
So for me, listening test, the conclusion is listening test is important for student. Sangat penting untuk siswa agar bisa dan mengetahui banyak mungkin di beberapa testing di sekolah atau di perguruan tinggi itu ada listening test, dan listening test ini adalah uji coba pendengaran. Mungkin di SD dan SMP itu masih belum ada dan masih abu-abu, tapi di SMA dan perkuliahan tinggi itu udah ada, dan itu pun sangat menguji siswanya. Emang panjang, Sir, saya menjelaskan ini karena saya pakai bahasa.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a nice conclusion you got there, Ryan. Next, who's the one after Ryan,
Bella.
please? Okay,
Bella.
come on.
Sebetulnya satu sentence tapi 2 paragraf.
Come on.
Short conclusion for me, listening test to evaluate students' comprehension in listening.
Okay, thank you. It is a lazy kind of conclusion, or okay, thank you. Next, please. Next, after Bella, come on.
Okay. For me, listening test is a test to measure student ability in listening. That's all.
Thank you very much. Yeah, clear, short, and simple. Next, come on.
So from me, the listening test is one of the part that's important to improving the students' ability in listening.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, please.
Well, for me, listening test is for teacher is to evaluate their student listening skill, and for the student, it's for them to hear the sound of word.
Okay, thank you. Maybe you better explain the difference between sounds and then voice, yeah? Raka,
Okay.
thank you. Next.
This is sound of
Next.
voice.
Yeah,
Voice.
come on. Next.
By listening test, we can measure students' listening comprehension.
Okay, it is only the repetition. Thank you. That was a lazy kind of conclusion. Rina.
Nice.
Next, please.
Dan
There's no one next.
Oh, no one next. Okay.
Yes.
So the conclusion for listening test is simply a task that delivering to the student in order to measure their listening skill. That will be the clear short kind of conclusion. Yeah. And then after this one, you may open Q&A. Raka, it will
Yes.
be 2 sections. Yeah. First section, 4 question minimum. Yeah. 2 sections. So here in total, you guys will have 8 questions. If there are no questions, so you are the one that will give them the question. Okay, guys? Okay, thank you very much. And then please kindly keep on recording this one because I'm going to upload it, inshallah, tonight. And then I have to continue here giving the training for the principal. Yeah. See ya next. It is not next week. See you tomorrow for the classroom action research. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then the last. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Keep on
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bella. Your last smile, please.
There
we go. There we go. Thank you. See ya, guys.
Bagi
Okay.
PPT-nya dong, please.
Nanti.
Okay.
Hai.
Pasti kita.
So
Q&A.
going to open Q&A session. The first there are 2
Sokap mau nanya,
session.
Kita
session for question. Anyone?
Bakal jabanin
I
pertanyaan
raise
kalian.
hand first.
Okay.
Hafiz raise hand first.
I raise hand first.
Android.
I raise hand first. My connection is good.
Oke,
Enggak, Dinda ya.
Okay, go ahead.
go ahead.
Which one? Me or Dinda? Okay. It's me then.
Dinda. Lu mah enggak. Lu mah kalem. Aman.
Jadi siapa?
Siapa tuh?
Hafiz.
Apis.
Ya wes, aku. Okay, so type of listening test. Slide-nya tolong.
Capek.
Okay, type of listening test: dictation, open-ended question, multiple choice test, listening close test. 4 types of listening types, and then based on these 4, which one is most considered to be an intensive one, a responsive one, a selective one, and the extensive one? Thank you.
Okay. Next question. Dinda. Hello.
Hello, anyone who wants to ask?
Dinda.
Halo.
Patah itu.
Mi.
Halo.
Oh, Rapli.
Dinda.
Boleh.
Nih. This is
Wait,
sharing
Rapli,
experiment, sharing best of y'all experiment.
Can I ask?
Ini siapa? Banyak banget suaranya.
Iya.
Dinda, Oci putus-putus.
Tahu nih, Bu, putus-putus.
Your
Maksa.
connection is unstable.
Biar agak lebih jelas lagi, nanti pertanyaannya bisa ditulis di chat ya.
Oh yaudah iya.
Ditulis di chat aja kalau nge-lag.
Cepet.
Rafli,
Yang nulis duluan.
Rafli, go ahead.
Ya, Rafli, go ahead.
I want to ask some sharing your experiment to y'all presentator. Mention me about your experience, the difficulties of dictation in language test based on your experience. That's all. Simple.
Dictation. Didictate.
Oh,
Types of listening test.
Yang dictation.
Itu share your experiment saja. What's the difficult of dictation as you experience? If you haven't experienced that, just say no.
Okay.
Didn't ever experience that test.
Okay. Thank you, Rafli.
okay.
Next.
Next.
Oke, kalau nggak ada yang nanya, saya nanya. Saya mau nanya ke Dimas. Dimas, jangan nonton YouTube Cupang dong.
Hani mau nanya.
Sabar, Cok. Itu ada yang putus-putus siapa ya?
Ini
itu Dinda putus-putus tuh dari tadi dia mau nanya.
Oci.
Iya. Suruh tulis saja apa?
Dinda
Din.
chat aja.
Dinda.
You can write down on the chat.
Oci juga merah tuh sinyalnya tuh.
Oci, elah.
Iya, Oci, go ahead.
Itu
lagi
di
Dinda
grup.
ya.
Di chat, di chat.
Oh, udah.
Pinnya gede.
Satu lagi Dinda nih. Kasihan dia.
Oci udah belum?
Iya
udah
udah.
Oci. Dinda.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Enggak.
Untuk for the other question, wait for the next session. Okay.
Raka. Halo.
Ya.
Dengeran
halo.
nggak?
Dengeran.
Udah ada yang nanya belum kesulitan di listening?
Oh,
udah sih. Baru dikte doang tuh yang types of list.
Oke deh.
Boleh aja
My
kalau
question
mau nanya
is,
boleh aja.
is there any what kind of difficulties that most students face while doing listening test, and how to overcome with it? Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Oke.
Oke, thank you.
Yuk jawab yuk, geng.
Ayo, sabar ya.
Mungkin dari yang simple dulu aja kali bisa dijawab semuanya, itu dari pertanyaan Rafli dulu kali ya.
Oke, apa-apa.
Simple.
Yang dari didikte itu, jadi eksperimental dan experience kalau misalkan lagi didikte di listening test ini kayak apa ya? Mungkin kesulitannya saat si gurunya kalau misalkan pronunciation-nya agak kurang. Jadi tidak terlalu tersampaikan kepada muridnya gitu kan. Jadi kan kalau misalkan mengandalkan hanya sebuah omongan, kalau misalkan pronunciation-nya jelek, itu kan pasti juga di muridnya juga bakalan ngeblank juga. Apa nih guru nih ngomong apa nih, kata-kata apa yang bakalan ini gitu loh.
Right.
Itu sih dari saya.
Thank you Ryan. Jadi gue
Nambahin dikit ya dari yang Ryan. Soal kalau dari pengalaman bener juga kata Ryan tentang pronunciation-nya si gurunya itu gimana. Soalnya kan kalau kita kan kalau misalkan pronunciation-nya sama pronunciation kan menentukan meaning-nya ya. Kalau misalkan pronunciation-nya beda gitu gimana sih? Kayak meaning-nya tuh nggak tersampaikan gitu kalau pronunciation-nya gitu deh.
Pronunciation ya. Oke. Jadi pengalaman Bella sama gitu, hampir sama kayak Ryan.
Ya, berhubung kita
kita satu sekolah kan ya?
Oh iya.
Oh, satu sekolah.
Percaya, aduh.
Right.
Nah, kalau listening test sebenarnya kan juga apa ya? Halo,
masuk.
Iya. Kalau pengalaman kan, kalau based on experience ya, listening itu namanya kita belajar English language kan, language testing apalagi ini. Semuanya kan pasti saling sangkut paut ya, namanya ada listening, ada speaking, terus juga writing sama reading. Nah, jadi sebenarnya semuanya ngaruh gitu. Kadang-kadang kan udah guru difficulty-nya udah guru pronunciation-nya ya, mohon maaf, kadang bisa juga dibilang kurang bagus. Tapi udah kurang bagus, murid juga kurang di vocabulary-nya gitu. Jadi dia bingung nulisnya ini tulisannya kayak gimana gitu. Kadang terhambat di situ juga. Kayak gitu. Mereka kan write down something juga, mereka pasti mikir dulu kan. Ini tulisannya gimana? Kayak misalnya Tuesday sama Thursday kan kadang-kadang pusing tuh. Iya, tulisannya gimana gitu. Jadi kayak gitu. Kalau di dikte mostly pronunciation. Di pronunciation-nya udah sulit. Ntar juga bingung kan, kita namanya nulis ulang. Gurunya ngomong ini ya kita tulis sedengar kita aja. Biasa gitu kan. Gitu kalau dictation. Ya mostly pronunciation sih.
Thank you Raka. pronunciation dari gurunya.
Kayak gitu. Ada yang mau menambahkan kawan-kawan? Kawan-kawan pemateri.
Udah.
No,
Udah.
next.
Oke, next question. Next
you.
question
Pasti
itu apa
main.
sih? Aduh.
Next question yang Hafiz juga bisa boleh dijawab tuh. Dia ke ini punya raka banget nih. Slide
Ya udah. Tadi nanyakannya type pertanyaan Hafiz types of listening. Mana yang mana Hafiz.
Iya.
Apa aja sih tadi?
Iya betul.
Mana yang responsif, mana yang apa aja tadi, Bis?
Ya, wait ya. Shit. Sorry, ke-mute.
Oke.
Mana yang intensif, mana yang responsif, mana yang selektif, mana yang ekstensif.
Ekstensif. Lagi mana yang responsif? Tulis dulu dah. Ekstensif, responsif, intensif, sama
selektif.
Selektif.
Ya.
Tarik garis aja.
Nah, dah. Sip. Ini ada 4. Jadi ya kalau menurut saya ya, kalau selektif itu ya pasti multiple choice. Based on milih. Kita dengar terus dipilih mana jawaban yang paling tepat. Seperti itu kan.
Yep.
Kalau ekstensif nih, kalau ekstensif meaning dia biasanya luas kan, ekstensif tuh ya, extend, luas. Biasanya kalau mencakup apa namanya jawaban-jawaban luas, pasti yang kedua yang open-ended question. Untuk yang ekstensif. Kalau untuk responsif, menurut saya itu yang listening close test, yang responsif. Karena di situ kita mengisi jawaban yang sudah ada, ya kita merespon. Enggak sih, kalau responsif sebenarnya lebih ke interview.
Ya.
Iya, lebih ke yang ini nih. Ada interview. Iya. Ya kalau interview itu kita mendengarkan terus langsung respon langsung kan, biasanya kayak gitu. Di interview apa namanya? Kantoran begitu. Kalau intensif
Berarti open-ended question itu termasuk interview atau gimana?
Open-ended tuh beda. Kalau open-ended ini biasanya dia tuh questionnya entah 1, entah 2 aja biasanya. Kan juga ada sebenarnya lawannya open-ended nih, ada lagi close-ended question. Close-ended question itu lebih ke apa namanya? Yang jawabannya yes or no aja. Kalau close-ended, kalau open-ended tuh dia lebih luas. Biasanya menanyakan tentang apa namanya? Tentang hari gitu. Tell me about your weekend. Kayak gitu. Dia luas. Jadi ngejabarin kan pasti anak murid tuh. Kayak gitu. Kalau interview ini kan dia itu langsung.
Example.
Biasanya. Misalnya nanya apa namanya? Dia lebih, karena kalau kita interview kan orangnya itu sebenarnya nggak perlu jawab. Dia perlu jawabnya yang seadanya aja gitu, nggak perlu berlebihan. Jadi sih gitu kan.
Interview itu kan ada macam-macam ya, ada yang jawaban retorikal, ada yang non retorikal. Nah,
Ya.
interview itu bisa termasuk dari open-ended question kan ya, karena kan di sini interview ini maksudnya ke example bukan type.
Oh iya ya. Tergantung type-nya
Jadi
sih. Ya.
lebih
Tergantung
lebih
interviewnya apa.
dikerucutkan berarti ya interviewnya.
Iya.
Iya.
Soalnya bisa juga interview itu jadi responsif karena itu.
Ya.
Dictation sih kalau intensif karena harus fokus.
Intensif kita belum lihat.
Suaramu jauh, Bis. Kena angin.
Masa? Iya kena angin. Intensif kita belum lihat. Belum ya? Apa udah?
Intensif tuh lebih ke dictation soalnya.
Dictation ya.
Iya. Kita kan lebih fokus ke apa yang di apa namanya? Apa yang di kita listen ke guru aja gitu. Karena kita konsentrasinya ke single aja apa yang guru itu ngomong terus kita tulis ulang gitu kan.
Tapi ada kemungkinan nggak kalau dictation itu masuk ke apa extensive shit. Okay. My bad.
Apa ada kemungkinan kalau apa?
Nah, itu pembahasan nanti aja, terlalu lama ini. Terlalu panjang.
Apa benar? Jam 11.
Yakin.
Ya udah mau di next question aja dulu.
Ya udah next question aja. Udah dibuka sesi kedua.
Belum. Pertanyaan Dinda mau Oci belum kejawab.
Dinda.
Lain langsung.
Aku nungguin.
Iya Oci, ini pertanyaannya ya.
Jangan soalnya.
Tanya easy step.
Mau ngejawab pertanyaan Dinda dulu yang tadi.
Oh, Dinda dulu.
Yang Dinda ya kan. Difficulty in test and how to overcome it. Sebenarnya jawabannya sama-sama kayak Raffi tadi. Kesulitan listening test tuh mainnya itu pronunciation-nya kan. Entah dari si gurunya, entah dari audio record-nya. Pronunciation-nya yang membuat muridnya itu susah mengerti artinya juga. Dan cara tuh how to overcome it itu ya banyak-banyak dengerin aja sih, banyak-banyak latihan, praktis. Itu sih.
Is there any way other than that? Nggak ada atau ada?
Mau nambahin? Siapa yang mau?
Tambahin.
Bila ya. Kalau selain pronunciation-nya juga, sebenarnya kayak yang tadi Raka bilang juga, si vocabulary-nya si students-nya ini, kan kadang-kadang kalau misalkan kita listening, walaupun pronunciation-nya dia udah jelas, tapi kan kita kadang nggak tahu meaning-nya itu gimana gitu. Ya iya, menurut saya cara buat iniin si listening-nya itu ya kita banyak-banyak practice sih, more training, more practice. Itu sih.
Good answer.
Oke. Terima kasih, kawan. Thank you.
Iya. Mungkin ya trainingnya juga lebih lebih dibanyakin lah tipenya. Kan juga banyak tipe-tipe listeningnya. Mau listening kayak apa? Biasanya beda-beda. Misal kayak udah jago di multiple choice, cobain aja yang lain. Kan beda-beda. Tergantung. Biasanya ada yang orang jago di dikte, terus pas dicobain tes lain malah listening testnya hasilnya lebih jelek gitu kan, ada aja. Kayak gitu. Next question dari Oci. Can you give me review for practice LT in easy steps? LT. Listening test in easy steps.
Ini hampir sama kayak bersangkut pautan sama yang tadi Bella bilang, kayak how to make a practice gitu, tapi yang easy step-nya gitu loh.
Kalau misalnya easy step buat practice listening itu, menurut gue kan menurut saya kan orang itu biasanya beda-beda. ada auditory, ada yang nggak bisa serius. Jadi kayak each person depends on how they can get the, praktisnya tuh tergantung sama tipe orangnya gitu loh. Jadi kadang ada yang bisa serius, misalnya praktisnya itu dengerin soal, ada yang bisa emang lewat movies atau songs biar dia terbiasa dengerin omongan bahasa Inggris gitu. Jadi ini easy steps-nya tuh know yourself dulu. Gimana bisa gimana biar bisa lebih mengerti ketika dihadapin sama listening test. Setelah tahu gimana setelah tahu yourself, ya praktis yang regular gitu loh. Even itu entertain maksudnya dari entertain way lewat movies atau lewat songs atau even dia dialogues on YouTube atau even nonton vlog orang, itu bisa jadi praktis buat listening buat listening, buat terbiasa dengerin orang ngomong bahasa Inggris gitu.
Yes.
Tuh, kalau menurut
Kalau dari yang lain?
Ya, dari saya gimana? Ayo, kawan-kawan.
Jadi ya kayak intinya aja the main point when you practice the LT is you need to prepare yourself first while doing a practice. I think that's it from me.
Mantap.
Boleh nambahin nggak? Nih.
Boleh, Pli. Boleh banget.
Nambahin. Ada
Jadi
juga mau nambahin dong nanti.
Jadi caranya ini simple nih, sebentar doang. Jadi caranya nih ada lagi. Rosita, misalkan udah belajar nih satu tes ini, misalnya baca tentang apa gitu. Misalnya majalah apa yang bahasa Inggris gitu. Yang Rosita udah baca, udah tahu artinya, udah denger, oh ini bunyinya gini. Nanti Rosita tes ke orang lain gitu. Misalnya adiknya Rosita atau apa, ntar suruh baca, dia nggak ngerti, ntar pasti kan si yang diuji itu dia bacain kesalahan kan, atau dia nggak tahu sengaja, memang biar Rosita bisa melatih, ntar Rosita koreksi ke adik Rosita tersebut. Contohnya seperti itu, simpelnya, yang paling gampang menurut saya. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafli.
Thank you, Rafli. Thank you pemateri.
Ane mau nambahin dong? Boleh nggak?
Iya, deh.
Boleh.
Iya.
Gue bukan pemateri.
Iya, pada materi ya.
Iya, mohon maaf.
Pertanyaannya, can you give me a review for practice LT in easy steps? Review for practice language test, listening test. Berarti di sini kan kalau listening test itu dan pertanyaannya praktisnya gimana, latihannya gimana, itu kan masih konteksnya ke dalam pendidik ya, pengajar gitu.
Iya, benar.
Nah, kalau kayak gitu sebenarnya kalau praktis ya banyak-banyak ini bikin tes, ya mini tes lah. Kan juga namanya praktis, latihan, atau enggak di sebelum praktisnya itu di planning. Sebelum praktis itu ya kayak tahu murid-muridnya dulu, kemampuan listeningnya seperti apa gitu kan. Apakah dia listeningnya bagus, apakah butuh treatment khusus di listeningnya, nanti biar ketahuan. Nah, setelah ketahuan itu baru diadain ujian harian gitu kan, daily test, post test setelah pembelajaran, proses evaluasi kayak gimana gitu, namanya juga praktis. Iya, udah.
Okay, thank you for your additional.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you for you guys. Puyang banget.
Okay.
Clear enough, guys?
Clear enough.
next sesi 2.
Yuk.
Oh, masih ada sesi
Mari
2.
kita buka sesi 2. 4 penanya. Dipersilahkan.
Mau nanya dong.
Ada lagi selain Dias?
Yes.
Ayo Dias,
The
tanya
only two
Dias.
person or more?
Hey Raka, you already told us about several types of listening tests. So I just want to ask, as a teacher, what is the good one? What is the type do you prefer to use in the future?
Nanya gue doang.
Enggak, ke semuanya juga nggak apa-apa sih.
Oh.
Kalau mau jawab semua.
Okay. Any
Yeah,
other
thank you.
question? Welcome.
Udah berapa sesi yang ini? Baru satu.
Baru satu.
3
lagi.
Don't
3 lagi, kalau nggak 3-3-nya buat nanya ke Dimas.
Don't be kidding.
Saya suka ide itu. Tanya ke Dimas. Saya dukung.
Yang nggak ada
I
langsung
agree
aja.
with you. Agree with Hafiz opinion.
Ada yang nanya lagi kayaknya ya. Yan, boleh ya tanya ke Dimas?
Ada yang nanya lagi nggak?
Hani. Go ahead.
Is there any strategies we can use for listening test? Untuk menghadapinya gitu ya.
Sorry, could you repeat it again?
Is there any strategies we can use for listening test?
Is there any what?
Strategi.
Oh. Any other question? Two more question.
Tumor nih, nyakit.
Tumor. Is there anyone? Anything? Anywhere? Any question?
I think there's nothing want to ask the question anymore.
Ya udah, kalau udah jam segini juga, mungkin nanti kelamaan. Kalau misalkan nggak ada yang mau nanya lagi, nanti 2 pertanyaan kita lempar ke yang belum nanya. Jawab dulu aja yang 2 pertanyaan itu.
Oke, jawab dulu.
Thank you so much, Ines.
Okay, for the first question from Dias, type yang mana yang bakal dipakai kan kalau kita nanti jadi guru gitu ya?
Iya, kalau jadi guru.
Iya. Dan mana yang baik, yang paling baik? Yang lebih baik.
Paling baik. Kalau yang paling baik,
sebenarnya
kalau ya yang paling baik semuanya baik sih. Maksudnya nggak ada yang paling baik, tergantung student ya. Mereka lebih kemana kan? Makanya tadi yang Hafiz bilang juga perbanyak tes. Sebenarnya itu juga bisa dipakai buat kita mencoba new way, more creative way, more simple istilahnya. I mean semua student tuh mereka bisa develop berbagai macam cara. Cuman yang mana yang paling
baik?
Yang paling signifikan untuk masing-masing student kan beda-beda gitu. Kebutuhan mereka nggak sama. Misalnya ada yang bisa lebih develop pakai dictation, bisa juga ada yang open ended, bisa juga pakai multiple, bisa juga pakai listening close atau berbagai macam types yang ada gitu kan.
Jadi sebagai guru juga nggak bisa mengkata muridnya.
Iya. Soalnya mereka masing-masing dari tes yang ditulis di sini yang dictation open ended ini masing-masing punya efek berbeda di setiap sekolah yang udah di research gitu loh. Kayak gitu. Jadi ya dibilang mana yang paling baik, semuanya baik. Bingung juga jawabnya gimana ya?
Apa yang akan dipakai untuk masa depan dipakai juga semuanya karena bakal mengukur.
Karena bakal kita ukurnya kan ya kita coba ya masing-masing. Kalau kita ngelihat dulu kita sekolah juga, ini sebenarnya 4 type ini dipakai semua. Iya.
Tapi perlahan-lahan, step by step gitu. Kalau misalkan yang ini belum bisa, ntar diturunin lagi.
Iya.
Ntar itu lanjut lagi. Step by step. Ini dipakai semua, dan ini semua baik.
Iya. Seperti itu, Dias. Ya
Oke,
menurut
oke,
menurut
thank
kita,
you.
menurut kita.
Iya, thank you.
Menurut kita.
Nggak, kita berdua, Alif nggak jawab bang.
It all
Oh, iya.
depending what students need. Intinya gitu.
Oh, jawab dia, Ray.
Oh gitu bang, siap.
I just want to make sure gitu.
Iya
Very
bang,
pending.
Inggris.
Thank you, Dias.
Ya, next itu ada strategi listening test. Tadi
by Hani sih.
Ya, punya Hani ya? Fullnya gimana dah? Pertanyaannya. Full pertanyaannya gimana?
Is there any other strategy in listening test? Tapi Hani bisa diulang maksudnya apa? Strategi apa yang Anda maksud di sini?
Oh iya, strategi how to conduct atau mengerjakan.
Atau apa atau
Ya, how to mengerjakan.
Untuk mengerjakan.
Ya kayak
Strategi.
untuk menjawabnya gitu loh.
Oh, untuk menjawab listening test. Strategi. Dictation. Strategi gimana?
Strateginya mungkin yang tadi bagian yang
listen carefully deh. Listen carefully. Iya sih.
Emang basicnya semua listening test itu pasti listen carefully.
Iya. Cuma ya misalnya beda-beda sih kalau apa namanya? Lalu kalau misal dari 4 types, kalau dictation ya listen carefully gitu. Kalau open ended ya strateginya paling untuk menjawab ya based dari experience kan gitu. Kalau multiple choice biasanya kan ada aja yang dengerinnya cuman part-part tertentu, misal kayak tes Mislidia tuh kadang cuman part-part tertentu aja yang kita dengar yang ada di apa namanya multiple choice ya gitu. Listening close biasanya baru dengerin kan, karena dengerin baru pengen passage-nya baru dengerin, baru difokus dengerin kayak gitu. Beda sih masing-masing strateginya kalau pengen mengerjakan, tapi mostly semuanya kita harus bisa apa namanya listening dengan baik gitu.
Ya pokoknya sebasic-basicnya strategi di listening test ya lu harus dengerin dan nyimak benar-benar fokus gitu. Kalau lu maksudnya Anda
fokus
benar-benar itu basic banget basic strategi di listening test.
Fokus. Kalau kita punya banyak vocab apalagi, terus juga dengerinnya enak, pronunciation ya udah biasanya mudah mengerjakannya kayak gitu.
Gimana Nis?
Ayo ada yang mau nambahin nggak? I mean
Nis apa lagi ya?
Ya mungkin strategi ada yang mau nambahin kawan-kawan diskusi.
And you need to understand about of each word from the apa sih audio atau video yang disampaikan gitu. Harus knowing the meaning juga sih, to understanding.
Ya vocabulary tadi udah diituin sama Raka.
Vocabulary.
Anda hanya berputar-putar, Alif.
I think enough guys.
Enough. Nambahin.
Nambahin.
Yaudah ya lanjut.
Kalau misalnya
keluar.
misalnya ada di posisi kepepet dan nggak tahu meaning the whole context, you can just get the main idea. Jadi nggak perlu lo tahu semua. Maksudnya nggak perlu tahu.
Anda pakai bahasa
Anda nggak perlu tahu semuanya, semua konteksnya, the whole konteks. Tapi coba cari main pointnya itu apa dari konteksnya gitu. Terus lihat juga pilihannya kalau misalnya itu multiple choice test, cari yang rada similar kayak gitu.
Iya. Kayak gitu. Dah. Itu aja. Ani.
Anis. Hanifah Anis.
Ya.
Oke.
Thank you.
Gimana mungkin
Bisa dibuka nggak sih?
apanya dibuka?
Iya boleh
Pertanyaan.
nanya. Iya boleh
Hah?
nanya.
2 pertanyaan lagi sih.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya Allah.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Emang anak KIM tuh begini. Ayo lanjut.
Ya, saya mau nanya.
Jangan di mute kalau mau ngomong. Kalau mau
Saya
ngomong
mau
jangan
nanya
di mute.
hilang. Saya mau
Nanya
nanya
apa?
hilang.
Anda nggak jelas nih.
Sinyalnya jelek, keluar-keluaran.
Ya Allah.
Jangan keluar.
Kamu nggak sopan kalau
Keluar-keluar.
nge-mute gitu tadi.
Keluar-keluar sendiri.
Ayo lanjut.
Nih, gimana cara kalian misalnya untuk ngajarin listening di setiap jenjang pendidikan itu dari SD, SMP, SMA. Terus kira-kira kan tadi ada type-type tes. Nah, dari macam-macam tes itu kira-kira yang paling cocok itu untuk setiap jenjang pendidikan itu yang mana aja? Misalnya SD itu yang apa, SMP apa, SMA apa gitu.
Sebenarnya Anda
Terima kasih.
sudah tahu jawabannya itu. Cuma iseng kan mau nanya kayak gini.
Kan dibuka 2 sesi kan tadi kita 8 pertanyaan.
Oh iya, boleh.
Ya udah.
Sherlock aja, San.
Nih langsung.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Iya,
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ini langsung dijawab aja ya.
Langsung.
Jawab. Iya,
Itu udah azan.
Dimas jangan ketawa.
Ya jadi kalau in term of teaching listening di SD, SMP, SMA, kuliah, kita juga merasakan bahwa itu semuanya evolve. Maksudnya apa
Naik
ya?
level.
Improve, naik level gitu. Sebenarnya di function di sini kan help student understand simple message and performing function based on it. Nah, itu sebenarnya di nomor 3 itu ada lebihnya dari itu evolve dari simple question sampai kita itu menelaah yang paling advance kita di kuliah itu kita menelaah mana yang fakta dan opini, gimana attitude si speaker, gimana ya segala macam kayak gitu. Jadi di SD ya mungkin kita cuman dengerin red, blue gitu, dengerin di speaker sambil teachernya nulis tulisan rednya kayak gimana, blue kayak gimana, terus kasih gambar. Nah itu evolve terus tuh SMP, SMA gitu. Dan kalau dipakai types yang mana, sebenarnya jawabannya sama kayak tadi si Dias. Bisa aja semua dipakai gitu. Mau di SD, mau di SMP, mau di SMA, mau di kuliah. Tergantung kebutuhan muridnya gitu.
Mungkin bentuknya sama tapi difficulties-nya yang beda.
Iya, isinya biasanya, yang dirubah. Tipenya sama, misalnya dictation, open-ended question, multiple choice test, listening close, sama aja, cuman difficulty-nya lebih dirubah karena di SD aja kita listening tetap pakai multiple choice kan.
Iya.
Terus juga kadang-kadang kita di SD yang listening close yang kita isi dari paragraf juga ada.
Iya.
Tergantung
Jadi
gurunya
cuma
memakai
tingkat
yang mana.
kesulitan aja ya.
Iya.
Di situ saudara Isan. Saya jawab dengan sabar.
Jadi tingkat kesulitannya aja.
Terus ada lagi?
Kayak gitu sih.
Itu.
Udah.
Itu aja. Itu aja sih sebenarnya.
Udah, sebenarnya gitu aja. Sesimpel itu
Jadi,
kan harusnya.
Difficulty levelnya doang yang di adjust, yang di setting.
Iya, dan perkuliahan tinggi pun kita juga masih menghadapi listening test yang basic, tapi dengan difficulty yang beda.
Iya, bisa gitu.
Semakin tinggi orang kan semakin tinggi derajat orang, semakin tinggi juga ujiannya, kawan.
Udah.
Mantap.
Itu dari Haidar Nasir. Kan.
Udah. Ini karena
Tahu-tahu baik
tidak ada
Mas.
yang bertanya lagi kan? Tidak ada. Tapi kayaknya harus 8. Ryan,
Harus 8.
tolong dia ditanya ke
8.
Dimas. Katanya mau
Saudara
nanya
Dimas.
Enggak.
Nanti gue kick aja.
Enggak. Ini enggak boleh di-kick, ini harus bertanya. Saya ingin tanya.
Dimas closing. Pertanyaannya.
Iya, Dimas closing.
Yaudah, dia belum mau nanya apa.
Jaringan aja.
Suruh naik genteng dulu.
Lagi YouTubean cupang sih dia.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Enggak, ikan cupang.
Still record guys, udah azan juga. Raka udah azan juga.
Iya.
Ya.
Satu lagi.
Ya udah.
Kurang satu.
Kayaknya
Udah,
close
tutup
aja
lah.
deh.
Closing udah.
Iya.
Aman.
Anda main aman.
Iya.
Dimas is already gave
Ya
up.
udah, karena waktunya juga sudah menunjukkan pukul-pukul. Jadi
Satu lagi.
Iya. Jadi kita akhiri presentasi kita hari ini dan baca hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Terima kasih banyak kawan-kawanku. Semoga sehat selalu. Kita tutup. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Thank you all.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you all. Nah, ini sekarang
Thank you all.
stop recordnya gimana nih?
Dipencet.
Record.
Pause recording.
Jangan di
bukan pause.
Stop recording.